The 2024 U.S. presidential election has sent shockwaves across the nation, but perhaps no community has been more visibly shaken than Hollywood. As Donald Trump secured his second term in the White House, a wave of disillusionment and fear has swept through the entertainment industry, prompting some of its biggest names to consider drastic measures. Among them, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi have made headlines with their shocking decision to leave the United States behind and relocate to the tranquil Cotswolds in England, a picturesque countryside region known for its rolling hills, quaint villages, and serene lifestyle. The power couple, once synonymous with the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, reportedly abandoned their sprawling Montecito estate, a symbol of their elite status and success, to start anew across the Atlantic. While insiders claim the couple had purchased the Cotswolds property prior to the election, sources close to DeGeneres and de Rossi reveal that Trump's victory was the final straw, pushing them to make the life-altering decision to get the hell out of the U.S. For Ellen DeGeneres, the move marks a dramatic turning point in a career that has seen both incredible highs and devastating lows. Once America's beloved daytime queen, DeGeneres saw her reputation crumble in recent years following allegations of a toxic workplace environment on her long-running talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The scandal led to the show's cancellation and left DeGeneres grappling with a tarnished public image. Now, with Trump's re-election, it seems the comedian and TV host has decided to leave behind the country that once adored her, seeking solace and a fresh start far from the political and social turmoil that has come to define the U.S. in recent years. But is this move purely political, or is there more to the story? Some speculate that DeGeneres and de Rossi's decision to flee is as much about escaping the relentless media scrutiny and public backlash as it is about distancing themselves from Trump's America. After all, the couple has faced intense criticism and scrutiny in the wake of Ellen's fall from grace, with many questioning whether they could ever rebuild their brand in the U.S. By relocating to the Cotswolds, they may be hoping to carve out a quieter, more private life away from the prying eyes of the press and the judgment of the public. Others, however, see this as a calculated move to reinvent themselves overseas. The Cotswolds, with its idyllic charm and slower pace of life, offers the perfect backdrop for a rebranding effort. Far from the controversies that have haunted them in Hollywood, DeGeneres and de Rossi may be aiming to rebuild their image and legacy in a place where they can start anew. Their Montecito mansion, once a symbol of their success and status, now sits empty, a stark reminder of the life they've left behind. The couple's decision has sparked intense debate and speculation within Hollywood and beyond. Are they setting a precedent for other celebrities who may be considering a similar escape? As fears surrounding Trump's second term intensify, many in the entertainment industry are reportedly weighing their options, with some even considering following in DeGeneres and de Rossi's footsteps. The idea of leaving the U.S. for a more politically stable and socially progressive country has become an increasingly appealing prospect for those who feel alienated by the current administration. But not everyone is convinced that this is the right move. Critics argue that fleeing the country is a privileged response to political dissatisfaction, one that ignores the responsibility of using one's platform to advocate for change. It's easy to leave when you have the means to do so, one commentator noted. But what about the millions of Americans who don't have that option? Shouldn't celebrities be using their influence to fight for a better future rather than running away from the problems? The debate over DeGeneres and de Rossi's decision has also reignited conversations about the role of celebrities in society. Should they be held to a higher standard because of their fame and influence? Or are they entitled to the same personal freedoms as anyone else, including the freedom to leave a country they no longer feel aligned with? These questions have no easy answers, but they highlight the complex interplay between celebrity, politics, and personal responsibility. For DeGeneres and de Rossi, the move to the Cotswolds represents more than just a change of scenery. It's a symbolic break from a life that has become increasingly fraught with challenges. The couple's decision to prioritize their mental and emotional well-being over their careers and public image is a bold one, and it raises important questions about the pressures of fame and the toll it can take on individuals. In a world where celebrities are constantly scrutinized and judged, is it any wonder that some would choose to step away from the spotlight altogether? The Cotswolds, with its serene landscapes and slower pace of life, offers a stark contrast to the fast-paced, high-pressure environment of Hollywood. For DeGeneres and Rossi, it may provide the perfect opportunity to recharge and reflect on their next steps. Whether they choose to remain in England permanently or eventually return to the US, their decision to leave has already had a significant impact on the cultural conversation. As for how long their UK retreat will last, only time will tell. The Cotswolds may offer a temporary escape, but it remains to be seen whether DeGeneres and Rossi will be able to fully leave behind the controversies and challenges that have defined their lives in recent years. Will they eventually return to the US, or will they make England their permanent home? And will other celebrities follow suit, creating a new wave of Hollywood exiles? The possibility of a larger celebrity exodus is not as far-fetched as it might seem. In recent years, several high-profile figures have expressed their dissatisfaction with the political climate in the US, and some have even taken steps to establish residency in other countries. While most have stopped short of fully relocating, the idea of leaving the US for a more politically stable and socially progressive country has become an increasingly appealing prospect for those who feel alienated by the current administration. One thing is certain: the drama surrounding Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi is far from over. Their sudden escape has ignited a firestorm of speculation, debate, and reflection, forcing us to confront difficult questions about privilege, responsibility, and the future of America under Trump's second term. As the world watches to see what happens next, one can't help but wonder: is this the beginning of a larger trend, or simply the isolated actions of a couple seeking peace and privacy in turbulent times? What do you think about Ellen and Portia's decision to leave the U.S.? Is it a justified response to the current political climate, or a privileged escape from responsibility? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this unfolding story and other shocking celebrity news. The decision by Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi to leave the United States has sparked a broader conversation about the role of celebrities in times of political and social upheaval. While their move may seem like a personal choice, it carries significant symbolic weight given their status as public figures. Celebrities have long been seen as cultural influencers, capable of shaping public opinion and driving social change. When figures like DeGeneres and Rossi choose to leave the country, it raises questions about the responsibilities that come with fame and influence. Some argue that celebrities have a moral obligation to stay and use their platforms to advocate for change, especially in times of crisis. After all, their voices carry weight, and their actions can inspire millions. By leaving, they risk being seen as abandoning their fans and the causes they once championed. Critics of DeGeneres and Rossi's decision point to the fact that many Americans do not have the luxury of simply packing up and moving to another country. For the average person, the idea of leaving the U.S. in response to political dissatisfaction is not a viable option. This disparity highlights the privilege that comes with wealth and fame, and it underscores the growing divide between the elite and the everyday citizen. On the other hand, supporters of the couple's decision argue that celebrities are entitled to the same personal freedoms as anyone else. Just as ordinary citizens have the right to seek a better life elsewhere, so too should public figures. Moreover, the intense scrutiny and pressure that come with fame can take a significant toll on mental health. For DeGeneres and Rossi, the decision to leave may be less about politics and more about self-preservation. After years of being in the public eye, they may simply be seeking a quieter, more peaceful existence. The Cotswolds, with its idyllic charm and slower pace of life, has long been a popular destination for those seeking refuge from the hustle and bustle of city life. Its rolling hills, historic villages, and picturesque landscapes offer a stark contrast to the fast-paced, high-pressure environment of Hollywood. For DeGeneres and Rossi, the region may provide the perfect sanctuary, a place where they can escape the relentless media scrutiny and public judgment that have defined their lives in recent years. But the Cotswolds is more than just a pretty backdrop. It's also a place where they can begin to rebuild their lives and careers. Away from the controversies that have haunted them in Hollywood, the couple may find the space and freedom to explore new creative endeavors. Whether it's writing, producing, or simply enjoying a quieter life, the Cotswolds offers endless possibilities for reinvention. As DeGeneres and Rossi settle into their new life in the Cotswolds, many are wondering what the future holds for the couple. Will they remain in England permanently, or will they eventually return to the U.S.? And if they do return, what will that look like? Will they attempt to rebuild their careers in Hollywood, or will they focus on more low-key projects? One thing is certain. Their decision to leave the U.S. has already had a significant impact on the cultural conversation. It has forced us to confront difficult questions about privilege, responsibility, and the role of celebrities in society. Whether or not other celebrities follow in their footsteps remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The drama surrounding Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi is far from over. As the world watches to see what happens next, one can't help but wonder, is this the beginning of a larger trend or simply the isolated actions of a couple seeking peace and privacy in turbulent times? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The story of Ellen and Portia's escape to the Cotswolds is one that will be remembered for years to come.